I don't remember the first time I saw the New World. I just remember certain scenes and images.
Mother, where do you live?
I've never seen anything quite like it. I grew up in China, but in Beijing, and I wasn't spiritual growing up. And seeing the New World, I can't explain at the time exactly what it is, but there is something beyond what's on the screen that he's allowing you to feel, which is not an easy thing for filmmakers to do.
I will be faithful to you. True.
And I think it is that freedom that he allows in his cinema. And that process is so pure and so innocent, it feels very timeless. That's such a powerful way of storytelling, and I'm really inspired by that. He's able to find beauty and to find love, to find humanity within even some of the most tragic moments in our history. He really plays with perspective. Like in the opening scene, which is one of my favorite scenes in the film, it starts with the perspective of the indigenous people, and you really feel their amazement and their fear when they see the ships coming. It's such a monumental moment in history. It could be very dreary because we know what followed, but I just find Malick's way of asking us to feel what it's like for each individual, not just in a big historic context. And the look on Pocahontas' face when she sees these ships coming, it's just pure cinema. There was just such an intense and deep curiosity that I felt like in every frame, both between the two civilizations that came together, the people and their curiosity towards the land, and also the filmmaker's curiosity towards trying to talk about humanity through nature, because it's not just us and nature, we're the same thing, we're part of the universe. So he's trying to really ask us to think that way in his filmmaking, and that dictates how he worked with his actor and how his cinematography works. I was very fortunate recently to be able to speak to one of the actors in the film, and he said that it was so intense, the reality that Malick has created on set and the production design, and even the set builders was building Jamestown were in period costume. So when they go back to the hotel, that feels like a set, where the reality is actually the old world. So the cinematography cannot be the way it is without creating that kind of authentic environment. And that is working with nature as opposed to staging nature. The other scene that I really love is towards the end when Pocahontas saw John Smith again. She goes to see him in this very man-made but still beautiful Arcadia. And that moment between them, Malick never gets enough credit for how amazing his dialogue is, because there's very little of them.
I thought it was a dream. What we know in the forest. It's the only truth.
It's so beautiful. And then the way she goes back to John Wolfe, he's so anxiously waiting for the woman that he loves. She takes his arm, just the way she took his arm. To me, that's cinema that everybody can understand. So I'm working on a historic Western, and The New World is one I keep going back to because you're trying to look at history and trying to break free of everything you know and go back and see how do people live their daily lives. Just like the way Malick's done in The New World, like what is the details that's not that different than how we live today. And that's the cinema I try to achieve. That's love.